Hey guys, happy Sunday. If you jump on, say hi so I know who's here with me. Some of you guys are probably like, who is this girl and why is she live? Because I haven't gone live in such a long time in here. I've been working mostly in my small group, but I just got off of the phone with my mom, and my mom is Rhonda Hartman, so we had this super good conversation. I always wanted to start talking, but I guess I should wait, for people to get on. Hey, Maddie! I love that you were at Mokomo's this morning. If I lived there, I would probably always be at Mokomo's. The time before last that I was there, we went and got t-shirts even. So I rock my Mokomo shirt here at home. So cute. Hey, guys. Okay, so I don't want this to be super long. I gotta go make some lunch for my kids. But I just wanted to share this. So, and I always want to hit the little waivers. You can, of course, watch this later. I know it's Sunday. It's beautiful out here, so you're probably hanging out with your families or whatever. But, okay, so I was just on the phone with my mom, and I was sharing with her just kind of what I've been feeling lately, and I thought maybe you guys could, hey, Amber, could benefit from this too. She was like, thank you so much for sharing. And I had the conversation with James yesterday, then I had the conversation with her this morning, and I just feel myself getting so fired up. And so I'm like, okay, I know that I need to talk about this. She's like, you should totally go live. And I'm like, it's not my favorite thing to do. But okay, so long story short, I've been reading this book, and Cash actually recommended it to me, and it's the best book. So you guys have to go get it. If you're not listening to anything right now, start it today. I have it on Audible. If you are listening to something, add it to your list and get it next. But it's called How to Stop Feeling Like Shit. And you guys, it's so good. It's so good. And I know, if you do know who I am, you're probably like, she doesn't ever feel like shit. She lives this great life and has blah, 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 she's top of it works. She doesn't feel like that. But no, you guys, I do. I'm just a regular human. I go through all the things. And so when she recommended this book to me, I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds right up my alley, And so I started listening to it, and every single chapter, it's one of those books where I'm just like, yes, say it louder, say it again. I gotta text this to somebody. I've sent so many screenshots of this little Audible on my phone to everybody because there's so many people that I can think of that just need to listen to it. Sometimes you just need somebody to say, you need to stop feeling like shit. Or, you need to listen to this, oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so, anyway, she's talked a lot about, shame. And so, when I first started hearing this chapter the other day about shame, I'm like, she first says, if you ask a woman, do they feel shame, she's usually going to say, no. Ain't no shame in my game. Honey, I'm good. Most women would be that way. Even if you ask one of your girlfriends, somebody that you're super close with, friendly with, whatever, they're probably, thank you, Maddie, they're probably going to say no. I don't feel any shame. I mean, if you were to ask me, do you feel any shame? I would be like, no, I don't think so. I mean, I love so much of everything, But as she continued in this chapter, I started to realize that I actually do deal with shame. And the more I listened, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. She's pulling something out of me that I realized that I've been holding on to and thinking about for so long. I'm months and months, years, probably 2 years, I don't know, so long. But it's talking about shame. And I'm like, dude, this is so crazy. And so listening to that and talking about some of the things, I talked to James about it. I'm I actually realized I do deal with shame, even about our business, you guys. And if you know me, if you follow me, you would be like, this girl, no. I love my business. I love my products. I love everything that this company has given me, not just financially, but for my confidence, for who I've become. I love everything about It Works. And you guys might even be able to say the same thing. If you sat down with, your husband or your best friend or your mom, your sister, whatever, and you're oh my gosh, I love It Works. If someone asks you about the business, you want to be "Bleh," and tell them all about it because you're proud, but in reality, I actually have this shame thing. And you guys are probably this is crazy. But then yesterday, so the lady that sold us our house, our realtor, she's actually my friend. We've become family. She sold us our first house and then again this house. So we've been in this house for 3 years. But I guess we're just one of her favorite clients. So she's building a website for her real estate business, and she wanted to come video our family, interview us about our experience, take some shots of my house. So like if you go to my page and you see pictures of our house or us being interviewed, my house is not for sale. They just came in to do this for her marketing website, which I think is amazing. So yesterday this camera crew shows up, Robbie gets here, and it's like, it's all exciting, all good. And one thing that like stood out to me was the camera lady, the lady in charge, she's like in my house, and she's just like looking around, and she's like, it is so beautiful in here. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. You know, I'm like, I'm super introverted. I'm not, when I bought my house, I was like, we're gonna get a bigger house and we're gonna have so many parties, we're gonna have all the people over and it's gonna be so great. And like, that hasn't happened because I'm super shy, I'm super introverted. And so to have this total stranger come into my house and look around, and she was just kind of like gazing at all the things that she loved. Like, she's like, your built-in shelves are amazing. Like, they're just incredible. Oh, it's so pretty. Like, I would just love to have that in my house. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you're so sweet, you know? And then even my realtor is like, she sold me this house, but she was just looking around, and she's like, gosh, you know, like, your decor's so pretty. Like, it's just, you do such a good job. And like all these compliments, you know? And then the camera lady is like, so, or when she came in and she was like telling, you know, like, the house is so gorgeous, like, this is just so beautiful, I love your land, I love this, blah, 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 blah. And my real estate agent, Robbie, she kept very, like, kind of, this, like, her personality, though, like, you know, and she was like, oh, she works her ass off for this house, she worked her ass off for this house, you know, and like, I kind of felt like, at first I was kind of like, whoa, Nelly, slow it down a bit, you know, but you guys, she recognizes, like, no, this girl worked her ass off for this house. Like, Robbie knows what I do for a living. She's known me from when we very first started at Works, and we bought our first house, and we came out of a rental house. Like, she's known me through all of that. And so this is our second house that we were able to purchase because of It Works. And when I bought this house, I bought this house 100% solely on my It Works income. Then, like, James is working now, but he wasn't even working then when I bought this house. And, like, Robbie knows that, you know? And so for her to just stand up and say, oh, she worked her ass off for this house, I was like, okay, like, yeah, all right. And so I also had a moment of, like, but am I now? Like, oh my gosh, she's saying that about me. She sees everything about me. She knows me. And she's like, you know, she recognizes that about me, but inside I was like, but dang, have I been working? Like, am I still working my ass off? So it really gave me this moment. So I talked to my mom about that too, where I'm like, I don't know, Mom, like, she just made me feel like, I need to work harder. I need to be stronger and be that person that other people see me as too, you know, because like, it's in there, it's me. Okay. But so then the other thing was the camera lady, because she doesn't know anything about me. Robbie just hired her to come in and video, right? And so she's like, well, if you don't mind me asking, like, what do you do for a living? Like, what do you do? You mentioned that you work from home, you love your office space, you know, you videoed in there, but what is it that you do? And I was like, oh, I'm part of a network marketing company, so like direct sales. I normally kind of like break it down like that so people understand. But I told her it works, you know, like we have supplements and skincare, and like, I love it. I've done it for 7 years. And then I just automatically, it's like, I can just feel like the color change in my skin, and I get so excited, and I could just feel like James was sitting next to me on the couch, and I can just see that like he's looking at me like, I just love when she talks about what she does, because she gets so excited and she's so passionate, and I truly love it, you know? Okay, so here, hey, girl, yes, Cash, you need to watch this from the beginning, because I'm talking about you and the book that you told me to read. Okay, so that happens, right? Where I'm like, yes. And then here comes the part about shame, okay? So in that moment, I realized that the feelings that I was feeling the other day after reading this chapter talking about shame, you guys, when she asked me face to face in real life what I did, I wanted to bubble over with my gratitude and everything, you know? And then it's like all the other questions just come out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I love this about my house. And because this is what the interview was about our house, right? So it was about the material thing, my house. This is what I love. This is what I love. And then it quickly in my head, I'm like, I have all of this, and I have all these feelings of gratitude because of It Works. I wouldn't have this house if I didn't have It Works. I wouldn't be saying yes to having some strangers come into my house and do a video interview and filming my house if I never had It Works. If I never felt this confident lift up and like wanting to help another woman who was an empowering woman, this real estate agent growing her business, like I would never have any of that without It Works. You know what I mean? But okay, so back to the shame thing. when you're asked on social media, and I don't even have to say you, when I'm asked on social media, if anyone is asked, what do you do for a living? What do you say? Like, you can even say it in the comments. Like, let's say that somebody just, boom, you're in a mom group, a woman's group, whatever, and someone is like, well, what do you do for a living? Are you like, oh, I know it works. Like, I'm part of network marketing. I'm part of direct sales, and I love what I do so much, and it's given my family this, and blah, blah, blah. I know for me, like, if I'm in a group setting where somebody is like, I'm drowning at home, I'm freaking out, I just became a single mom, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills, tell me what I can do, like, I need to make extra money super fast. Like, help me. Okay, I'm not going to go jump on that comment thread and say, oh, I am part of It Works, and, you know, it's this and that and that and that. I'm usually like, okay, I'm going to save this post, and I'm going to come back to it, because I want to make sure that I have the right words, because I don't want to just jump on there and have her be like, I'm just going to go right past that comment because she's part of an MLM, and I don't want anything to do with that. And then I also don't want the other people that are going to come in there and read the comments or comment to be like, I roll at this girl, like, watch out for her friend request because I ain't going to accept it because she sells something. You know, like, that is the world that we live in. But you guys, those things, that feeling that you're feeling, you have to feel it if I feel it. I mean, I've got all of this, and I've experienced all the things that I have because of this amazing company, and I still feel those feelings. But you know what that is? That is shame. That is you feeling shame. And so if I was to ask you the question again, do you ever deal with any shame? You might now say, oh my gosh, I actually do deal with shame. I do deal with shame. That is so stinking sad. Like, I might have used, like, the F word when I told my mom this morning. Like, that is so effing unreal and sad that we feel that way. But you guys, we pick up those feelings and emotions from other things like social media where we start to feel shameful about something. Why would I ever feel shameful about what this company has given me, what it's given my friends, my family, all the things? But that's just the world that we live in. So, like, I just declared the other day, you know, I'm, like, listening to this, and I usually don't wear, like, It Works clothes, not because I'm not proud of what I do, but mostly because it's just not quite my style. You know, like, I'm more into, like, the pale colors and not just, like, the black and the bling and the green. But I even told James yesterday in the car, I'm like, babe, you don't even know. Like, I'm reaching for those shirts in my closet because I'm like, F that. Like, I'm not going to feel shame about something because of someone else's opinion of whatever they think. Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, I am going to wear those It Works t-shirts. I'm going to start grabbing them out of my closet, and I'm like, I want to wear this out. Like, I feel like I need to go to the store in this, or I need to take a selfie of myself and post it on my social media and not give two craps about what some other woman is going to think of me on social media that has caused me shame. Like, that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really gets me so fired up about it, and I think that everybody on this page needs to realize that somebody out there, so many of us, you guys, deal with feeling shame, and that's so sad. And I just want you guys to realize with me, we're over it. I'm over it. Like, I'm tired of, like, putting up the posts where you're trying to, like, piddle fart around and say that you love what you do, but you're not going to say what you do because you don't want people to know, or you're worried that the algorithm isn't going to like what you do, and then this and that. And, like, no, you guys, let's start being super dang proud of what we do and help people. You know, like, with social media and everything, things have changed so much. You guys, if I think back to my business back 7 years ago, 6 years ago, like, I was so freaking proud. Now, it wasn't as known back then when I started, but, like, I don't care. I was so proud. If any woman was struggling, you better bet your freaking bottom dollar that I was right there to tell her, let me hold your hand and let me show you what this business can do for you, and let me tell you what it's done for me. And back then, it was, I'm making $400 extra a month this month because of this business that I started. And you guys, back when I started, this wasn't a glam fest. Like, this wasn't, let me paint my pictures to make my life super beautiful and perfect so that you want to join my team. No. This business is, let me show you how to make money. Let me show you how to use your products, love your products, talk about your products, and then let me help you change your life because you're going to make money from doing that. Like, that's what this business is about. Okay? And, like, scrolling through your feed and seeing all the wonderful things is fabulous. Like, it helps you dream. You know, like, I am a total Keeping Up with the Kardashians fan. Like, there you go, I said it. And I stopped watching it for a really long time. I picked it up again a couple weeks ago, and I even told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I know it's super corny and super cheesy, but when I watch this show, it gives me fuel. Like, it gives me life. I'm like, you know what? Here they are living their best life, going on vacations. They're with their family. They have family dinners at the dinner table. They get to go buy the things. They get to go have the fun parties. They get to rent the limo for their little girls because it's just magical one day. But they also hustle their asses off, and they work really dang hard. And I've also seen them say, I really want to go be here for you for this, but I actually have a video shoot today, and so I'm sorry I can't. But work doesn't stop, otherwise life stops, you know? And so for me, that show like gives me life. It makes me feel like, okay, I want to dream again. I want to do things bigger. I want to do the things, you know? So seeing stuff like that in your news feed, it can do two things. It can inspire you and make you feel fired up, but then it can also make you feel other kind of ways, you know? Seeing other top income earners and what they're doing and me not being there right now can make me feel like I'm less than adequate, or I'm not doing good enough, or my income isn't high enough. But you know what, you guys? My income where it is right now, is it where I want it to be? No, not really. Like, do I feel like I'm on top of the world and conquering everything out there, like with my income? No. But you know what? I am freaking blessed. Like, I am so freaking grateful for what I have, and that is what matters. And if I go out and I think of everybody else that's out there in the mom groups that we see, in the real life friends and family that we have that are truly struggling or need more in their life, that's why we do this business, you guys. It's not to make all the crazy amounts of money in the world. I mean, what I am able to make right now is like, you guys, people would die and give anything for that. Like, anything. People would give anything even for an extra few $100s a month. Like, those are the things that we need to think about. And we have to be really proud of what we have and talk about it and not feel the shame. We cannot feel the shame. She also talks about, in the book, perfectionism. I am a total perfectionist. Like, it's killer. It is killer. The best way for me to like describe it to people is if my pillows aren't perfect on the couch, I literally can have like a freak out meltdown at any time. I mean, the kids could do something and I'll like fly off the handle because I'm like it was the pillows that set me off. Like, I'm a perfectionist. But in reading this book, she has gone through and told me the steps on how to get past that and how to be better and not focus on those things and focus on the other things. And it's so good, you guys. Like, I feel like it's doing so much for myself and my life, and I want to tell everybody about it when I hear it. But I think the one thing that it's done for me, like biggest, foremost, best, is just talking about shame. And that most people do go through shame, and most people don't realize that they do deal with those things. And when we can deal with that and come out of our shell and not care about other people's opinions that make us feel some kind of way, you guys, we're just gonna conquer the world. And like, that's how I feel. I'm super on fire. I can't wait to be around my people. I'm excited. I told my mom, I told James, like, watch out, you guys, because this girl has no shame left in her body. Like, it's gone. I don't even care. I love what I do. I'm super grateful. I use my products every single day. If you ask yourself, I asked my small team page the other day, what products do you use in a day? I want you to comment when you use them, and I'll do it on this page too, but comment when you use your product, okay? So like, you're gonna be coming back here probably all throughout the day, because for me, and I just talked to my mom about this too, you guys, like, I wake up in the morning and I wash my face with cleanser, then I spray on toner, then I put on my Preventage, okay? Then I come downstairs, I make my coffee, I put my keto creamer in it, I put my chocolate greens in it, drink that. Then like a couple hours go by, I take my thermal fight, I take my Confianza 2, then, you know, like a couple hours go by, I might make myself like an iced keto pod, the little pods, I might make myself that, and then, you know, whatever I have for dinner, I might have some Fat Fighter, then I'm getting ready for bed, and I wash my face with cleanser again, spray a little toner on, put on my Preventage. You guys, my day is constantly, it works. And like, the new trend right now is talking about living in your truth, being who you are. Are you living in your truth? Like, I literally feel like I got smacked upside the head when I thought about this the other day. I'm living my truth. I wake up using my It Works products. I use them all throughout the day, and then I go to bed using my It Works products. So why do we ever feel like we don't have something to say? We don't have something to post? Why do we feel like we have to go to Pinterest and pull up a super cute picture of hair, skin, and nails, or whatever it is, to post, when actually all I have to do is talk about my truth and what I'm doing every single day, and people are going to see that and feel that because I'm doing it all day long. Like, are you doing that? Are you running your auto ship? Are you getting products so that you actually have something to be able to be living in your truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys. And then I was telling James, I'm like, I live on my auto ship. Like, I can't wait until I get my next auto ship because I am using those products. And like, when they start to get low, like I'm going to run out. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need my next auto ship to come, you know, but that's who I am, you guys. For 7 years, I've been doing this every single day. And even me, I have those days where I sit down on the couch or the patio or whatever. And I'm like, I just don't know what to post today. What product should I post about today? Let me go search Pinterest. Let me go see what she's posting about. Why am I doing that when I truly am using my products all day long and they make a huge impact on my life and my skin? Like, think about that, you guys. So if you're not doing that, you might want to look into that because I'm telling you, it's going to help you, especially if you're committed to getting over your shame and living in your truth. You're going to feel a lot better. And then read this book. So this has gone way longer than I hoped for. I'm going to make that post though because I want to know what you guys use, and I want you guys to comment throughout the day as you use it so that everybody can see, because not everybody knows. You know, like we come in and we're like, how are you going to run a hot dog stand without your hot dogs? Like we say the same thing about it works, but if we actually show our new people that are coming in what we use and how we use it throughout the day, it's going to be so helpful. People just need to know, you know. And if I have days where I feel shameful because I read a post about somebody that left It Works that said it's just not for them anymore, and it's starting to get in my head, and I'm like, maybe it's not for me anymore. No, that's me feeling shame because of how she feels about her business and why she chose to left. That has nothing to do with me, because my gratitude and my level of love is on high still for what I do for a living. So I don't need to feel that way. Let it go out the window. Okay, so I'm gonna make that post and I'll see you guys later.